Good evening, everybody. It is the 26th of April 2020. We're back on DayZ, we're back on the PlayStation 4, we're back on the Nitrado private server, and we're back in Livonia. So, our mission today is to have a quick look around here again, because there may be some interesting loot that's spawned back in. As you can see, we're pretty much loaded down. We are loaded to the gunnels with stuff. See how much stamina we've got? We've got hardly any stamina at all. So I need to be very, very, very careful. How's my axe doing? Actually, does it need fixing? It's worn. Okay. Should we have a look in the prison? Let's have a quick look in the prison. Yeah, and the plan is to head back to Sitnik, where my base is, so I can drop off. Oh, I don't want to hunt. This is a barracks, isn't it? I'm not going to go through this entire barracks. Yeah, so the plan is to try and get back up to Sitnik. Good evening, Claire. And drop off some of this stuff. Assault boots. How are these ones doing? Still pristine. Carry on. Yeah, so we can drop off the tent, we can drop off the ammo, drop off the scopes, and then depending on how much time we take, maybe we'll head on down the east coast. Well, not the east coast, the east side of the Livonia map. Because I haven't really explored this part of Livonia before. Ooh, got a few zombies, haven't we? Bit of lag there. Loads of lag. Okay, let's have a look in these little barracks. Oh, definitely worse for wear, isn't it? Road flare. Found plenty of ammo on this trip, but not many really cool weapons. Okay, so before we go any further, let's fix our axe. Good evening, Mannies. You stay safe too as well, my friend. These are difficult times, I know. I've got a vest, so I don't really need another one. Scope, we don't need one of those. This is vanilla DayZ on this private server. No quality of life mods at all. Oh, did I? Out on this little barracks. Some BDU pants. I guess these pants are looking a little bit worse of wear, aren't they? As we slowly transform from a medic into someone a little bit more aggressive. No, no guns at all. Fair enough. Rog, we've got a few more people in the chat. This zombie bites everything says, "G'day, mate." G'day. Wheelbucker says, "Hey, Scale." Hey, Wheeled. Accurate Mark says, "Oh, right. Okay, so apologies. There we go. That should be better." Right. My mic was... My controller was charging. Thank you for mentioning that. Right. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. Looking forward to maybe another week in lockdown, is it? Or if, like me, are you back to work? Lots of gun cleaning kits. Pouches. Nothing too interesting though. Right. Let's have a look at this watchtower. SG5K Railguard, wow, here we go. So this is Livonia at its best, isn't it? All this open countryside. Looking very beautiful. And no rain. Right, so let me just have a quick look at the I Survive map. So I can kind of figure out where I am. Now. So we're by the prison, aren't we? That's the prison over there. Okay, so if we head over to the prison there should be a road. I'm always nervous coming down these. Sit and you're toast. Did we have a look in this one? What's that in there? KA mag, I think, you know. Uh-oh. Things are getting a little bit squiffy there. Ooh. Not sure what my character was doing at that point with their axe. It looks like we got away with it. Saw my life flash before my eyes. What's this building here? Can't climb through that window. Come on, DayZ, developer Bohemia. Can we please sort out doors opening on characters? Another gun cleaning kit. Wow. Guess this once was a toilet block before the zombie apocalypse. Can we climb up? Yeah. Okay. Some barbed wire. The Nick Kozo 66 says, "Howdy mate, howdy my friend. Thank you for joining the stream. We're just having a chilled evening on Livonia on the Nitrado private server. We're probably by ourselves. Let's have a look. Yes, I'm absolutely by myself. Nobody else on the server at all. Right, so is there a road here? There should be. Where's the road? Oh, there's the road, right, okay. We might as well have a quick mooch inside this guardhouse, see if anything's spawned in. Ooh. Make up your mind. Oh, a scorpion. Little submachine gun, but nice, but not for me, thank you very much. Right, so it's time to think. Oh, we've got 2 zombies there. Are they going to see us? I would have thought so, yeah. Next. Ooh. I think my top needs a little bit of work, doesn't it? So, we've got a sewing kit, have we? Did I bother bringing one? Yeah. Okay, that's a bit better. Now, what we want to do now is have a look at this compass. And I guess we're heading northeast. Yes, which is the way we want to be going. Just Nick, really, mate. All right, Nick, no problem. The Nick says, "What have you altered on this server?" Moxie Don, good evening, Moxie. Good evening. So nothing on this one. I wanted to leave Livonia as pure. Ooh. As pure vanilla, you know. So I've added nothing, I've taken nothing away. This is exactly as the devs would have wanted it, if there is such a thing. Because I quite like it. I quite like a challenging DayZ, because you got to remember, with the private server there's no PvP, so you don't have to worry about getting shot by anybody. You've only got to worry about the elements, you know, freezing to death, dying of illness, or zombies, or wolves, or bears, or starving to death, or dying of dehydration. Just those things, and I quite like that. And I think if you make it too easy and take those things away, it's not really DayZ anymore. You know, the Chenra server has got plenty of quality life improvements. Not too many. You know, I haven't added too much food and stuff like that. But things like more nails, more weapons, some of the cooler stuff. I should keep an eye out for helicopter crashes as well, because this is helicopter crash country. There could be one over to the right somewhere. So on the Chenra server we've got C-130 helicopter crash, well, C-130 cargo planes, as well as ordinary helicopter crashes, books, swords, coloured weapon variants, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Nick says, nice! Sway Ghost says, hi man. Nick says, despawning cars, yes, well, every... I mean, in the Chenra server we have the 4x4s, the little Ada, that spawns in, complete with all the wheels and everything, and a jerry can of gas in the boot. But yeah, cars aren't good on DayZ on console. I don't know if they're much better in DayZ on PC, but we might be finding that out soon. I'm still toying with the idea of having a DayZ PC private server, just to kind of check it out. Right, let me just make sure I Know exactly where I'm going. Right, so what we're looking for now is a dirt track off to the left. Should be just after this bit where the road bears to the right. Now, if you're interested in joining the private server, we've got them for PlayStation and Xbox, Chernarus and Livonia. It's $2 a month if you join my Patreon, or £5 a month if you join the YouTube as a member. You've got to be over 18, and you have to join the Discord and read the rules. Remember, it's PvE only, player versus environment only. And if you scroll to the top of the chat, I actually this time remembered to put a couple of links in there, or put a link in there to the Discord. I thought that was a real player then. Right, so now we head off this way. Looks like the rain clouds are starting to roll in. Moxie Don says, been studying your Warzone vids, trying to chase that elusive victory, still out of my reach, but you get close. You'll get one, my friend. You will get one. The Nick says, I had my little Ada, left it on a railway track bridge, finished. Yeah, they do. They glitch out. At the best of times, they glitch out. Right. Okay, yeah, we can keep going this way. In fact, we follow this track, it turns into a proper track, and that takes us all the way. Oh, not all the way. Oh, almost all the way to Sitnik. Right, okay. Let's see if we can speed things up a little bit by wearing out a bit of shoe leather. So, I'm really bogged down with not much stamina because I've got a large tent in my backpack as well, which is very, very heavy. We've got plenty of food, plenty of drink. Just time is the only thing we're short of. It's definitely getting a little bit greyer, isn't it? I'm always slightly on edge when we're in Livonia, when we're off the beaten track. A little bit more than Chernarus, mainly because of the threat of wolves and bears. You know, you just never know when you hear the "arr" of a wolf pack. Because the buildings are so far apart in Livonia, it's not like you can. Ooh, right, there's a lake there. As the rain starts to come down. Somewhere to go fishing later, perhaps. Nick says, clouds drift east. Yes, they do. Chris says, I came in a little late. What's your goal for right now, at least? Just to get back to my base up at Sitnik and drop off the stuff I've picked up. That's all I really want to do. And then, depending on how we're doing for time, I may well push south to explore the eastern edges of Livonia. But we'll see how we get on. Excuse me. Let's get underneath these trees, get a bit of cover from the rain. Maybe find a few mushrooms. I've got my trusty, in fact, yeah, we've got the pump action shotgun, so we could in theory deal with a wolf pack if we had to. In fact, what I should probably do, what did I say about mushrooms? Yeah, I think I've got some. Are all my shotgun shells? Yeah, we should really unpack these shotgun shells. That's better. That's better. Okay, I feel a bit safer now. A fork in the road. Northeast. Northeast seems to be the proper way, not northwest. And we're starting to get wet now as well. Yeah, maybe I should have kept the paramedic pants on, because I'm pretty sure the paramedic pants, like the firefighter pants, are really good at keeping you dry, and the tops as well. Where the military BDUs, the battle dress uniform pants, are. Thank you for everybody for joining the stream. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button or that like button, whichever. Really appreciate it. Plenty of DayZ content, Warzone content, probably a bit more PUBG content actually, because we've got the new update coming, I think, this week, where we're going to be getting Vikendi back, which is very exciting, and we're getting bots as well. So if anybody, this might be a very good time to, if you haven't played PUBG before, but you've been thinking, I fancy giving it a go. See, wait for it to go on sale. You know, don't buy it full price. Don't buy it for 30 quid, and then pick it up. Because what they're doing is they're adding for lower skilled players. We're coming into town. When you drop in, just like in PUBG Mobile and lots of other games, you're going to be up against bots. So you can get some kills under your belt and get used to shooting the guns, because it's just very different in PUBG. In fact, the PUBG shooting is very like DayZ shooting. You know, the guns have loads of recoil. Gorka kit is waterproof. Is it Coolio? Right, where are we now? So we want to follow this. So this is Borek. This is Borek, I think. Yeah, in fact, there's a little military barracks, so it's worth having a look in here just to see if anything spawned in since I was here last. Actually, how are my gloves doing? Pristine. Camo nets. See, I could put that on my tent. Oh, right, we can fit it in our backpack. We are loaded down, I tell you. Is there another barracks there? No. Okay. Let's be on our way. So that's southeast. We don't want to be going that way. Northeast. Here we go. This is where we want to be going. Farewell, Borek. Next stop is a town with no name. Well, actually, it's not really a town. It's kind of a little industrial area. We should be seeing a hunter's viewing platform on our left in about 3 or 4 minutes. There it is. Ah, DayZ is so cool, isn't it? Such a relaxing adventure game. I enjoy it so much. Because I play a lot of like Warzone and Call of Duty and PUBG, Battlefield, all those sort of shooter type games. It's nice just to have a relaxing game. I know DayZ can be as exciting as you want it to be, but especially on the private servers where it's just an adventure game, really. An adventure survival game. The only goals you have are the ones you set yourself. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So that's north. Oh, that's the railway. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. And that's basically going eastish, isn't it? So we could, for speed's sake, follow the railway. That might be faster. And we won't bump into any nasty zombies on the way. The lovely rolling countryside of Eastern Europe. Railway siding. Tell you what, we were lucky with that rainstorm. Okay, so what we're looking for next is a railway joining from the right hand side. So we should probably get over to this side so we can see it, like a railway junction, and then we then take the next right, which I think is going to be a little path. have a look. See, there's so many little cool places in DayZ. Look up here. You know, these rocks. You know, somebody placed these rocks here, didn't they? There's somewhere we could bring a barrel up here, or make some wooden crates, make a little base. Well, a cache more than a base. Fantastic stuff. It's just a big playground. But a bit of a dangerous playground with zombies, wolves and bears. Thought I saw a mushroom then. I haven't gone too far. Oh no, I think I can see. There we go, that's the railway joining. Excellent. That's come from the south. So what we're looking for next is probably 100 meters or so, and then there should be a path of some kind to the right with a hunter's viewing platform on it. So there's presumably some sort of cutting in the forest, and we'll see this platform. Alright, I can see the platform. There it is. Oh, there isn't really a path, is there? It's just a cutting. Fair enough. Okay, so this then should really take us up to the back of where my, well, I say my base, my barrel collection is. And we might as well take it. Can we take it? Yeah. Okay, so we'll be coming into zombie territory soon, so let's equip our axe. Here we go. Right. We're basically going to come up on the back of where my base is going to be, which is over here. Should be, yeah, there we go. So this is the saloon car that I'm going to probably try and get up and running. There's the water pump. Happy days. Something spawned on the water pump. Some duct tape. We're having that, I tell you. Excellent. And I've got some barrels up there. So the question is, where should we put our tent? Should we just plonk it down here? Secure our little area. Might we? There's no point trying to secure that because you can climb over these walls, can't you? I suppose we could build a fence along here to here, build it all the way along here, and then build it to here. Okay, we'll put our tent up here. Let's get our tent out. Now let me carry it. 2 hands. Oh, come on, DayZ. Don't play me a silly bugger. So we can drop it. Oh, we can pick it up. Can I fix it, actually? Looks like we can. Let's fix it. Right, okay. Let's put it up. Where should we have it? Here. Doesn't like it, does it? Maybe we'll have to put it on the flat over here. Alright, okay, this will do. There we go, welcome to Scalespeeder. Get rid of this zombie. Ooh. Be off with you. Now, can we apply the camo to it? Yeah. Although it's not very well camouflaged being sticking out in there, but that's quite nice, isn't it? I do like the tents. Very good. Right, let's put some stuff in the tent so it doesn't despawn. Right, let's get rid of a lot of this stuff. Do I want to keep the binoculars? No. Don't need them. Put some duct tape in here. Let's put all this, in fact, the ammo I'm going to put upstairs in a different barrel. What else did we find? That scope, that can go upstairs. We'll keep the tetracycline on us. We've got 2. Right, let's get rid of these water bottles, because I've got... Okay, in fact, I can probably get rid of one of the canteens as well. And also, we don't need 2 spare pairs of gloves. In fact, we probably don't need 1 spare pair of gloves. We don't need 2 lots of duct tape. And we don't need nails yet. Bandages, we don't need those. Seeds. Well, we've got shotgun shells, water purification tablets. Let's do a little bit of inventory management here. Sewing kit, matches in case we wanted to start a fire. What else have we got? What's that? That's ammunition, isn't it, there? Spare pair of shoes. Okay, we don't need 2 sewing kits, do we? Or have we got... No, we haven't got a sewing kit. Okay, so we want to hang on to that sewing kit. Okay, so We'll leave them there. What does this thing need? One wheel, a radiator and a spark plug. Okay. So my other barrels are in here. I think this is my, yeah, this is my weapons one. So we'll put this in here. Got a scope can go in there as well. All this ammo can go in. So we'll keep the shotgun ammo, we'll keep the matches, keep the tetracycline, keep the compass, keep the sewing kit, keep the bandages. We haven't got any rags, have we? Keep the shoes. That's more ammo, we don't need that. We don't need two canteens, one canteen will do. Okay, so we've just got the right, our backpack is completely empty. Right, let's have a look at our stuff, see how we're doing for wear and tear. Gloves are good, assault boots are worn. Okay, but we have got spare ones. Jacket is worn. Field vest is pristine. BDU pants are damaged. So let us fix these with... We might need another sewing kit then actually. Right, so let's go and grab another sewing kit. I think we've got one over here. Yeah. Tell you what, let's drink some water from here first. Great. That can... dear. I love the way it puts stuff inside things. Like it's put my seeds inside my cooking pots. Thanks, DayZ. Okay. Okay, brilliant. Ooh. Okay, so let's close that up. Put this ammunition in here. That's another fishing rod. Put this fishing rod in here. Close that up. Right. I think we deserve something to eat after that, don't you? Should we have some baked beans? Nice. Okay, so let's review what we've got in our backpack. We have now got some sardines, bandages, plenty of shotgun ammo, tetracycline in case we get ill, matches to start a fire, bandages, whetstone for our axe, spare shoes, spare rags, more shotgun shells. Where's my axe gone? So I've done something with my axe. there's an axe there. Is that my axe? Guess we'll have to say it is. We'll have a quick look downstairs though, just in case I dropped. There we go, I went over here, didn't I? I was messing around with the tent over here. No, I didn't put it in there. Right, and have we got a canteen full of water. So food. Yeah, we've got 1 tin of food, haven't we? But we have got a full belly, so that does make a big difference. Right, so let's close that up. Let's have a look at the chat, see how everybody's getting on, and then we'll plan our next move. Your axe is gone. Yeah, I've got it back. Deputy Dog says, I've done that so many times, I accidentally drop it and don't realise until I'm miles away. I did it with a cooking pot. That's it. That's part of a cooking pot thing with the axe. Yes. I do apologise about the stream quality. It's terrible, isn't it? It's because we have crap internet where I live. Really crap. Right, okay. Let's take a look at the I Survive map and see where we go from here. So basically, if we head up here, then turn right, we can just start heading south. Right, well, farewell, little base. I'll be back in a few days. It's always worth checking out the hospital, actually. Epiphren. Codeine pills. I'm going to take them. They're painkillers, aren't they? So the idea is that when you're hurting, you can take them and you don't lose stamina. More of a PV. Ooh, hello, there's loads of zombies here. Loads. Okay, so we need to be reasonably careful. Okay, so we turn right over here, and then we just follow this road. if we just follow this road, eventually, and I mean really eventually, we get to a town called Geraltau, right on the south. I'm not sure whether we're going to... In fact, we'll make that our goal for tonight, to get to Geraltau. It's going to be a bit boring, because we're just going to be running along this road. Yeah, I'm still the only one on the server, so... It's not like we're going to bump into anybody. Let's have a quick look in the shop. Sometimes I think the way that they should do the DayZ servers is that when it first fires up, and fresh install, there should be all the food and stuff like that on the server. In fact, I think there should be an option. So you have all the food on the server and all the stuff. Is that a gaslight? Yeah. And that's it. It doesn't respawn at all. So maybe there's more. There's more stuff. There's more food. There's more nails. There's more equipment. Like when you go into a fire station and you find like one axe and one jacket. There would be several axes, several jackets and things like that. But that would be it. There'd be no more. Once it gets ruined and damaged, nothing comes back. And so, as the server life continued, what would have to happen is people would have to, I guess, either attack each other and take the stuff off each other, or cooperate in sharing resources. And also, it would mean that you'd start to run out of canned food. You just run out of it, and you'd have to start hunting animals. But then, if you hunted too many animals in an area, like say you killed all of the deer, that's it. No more deer would come back. You'd have to leave animals so that they would be able to repopulate the area. That might be quite interesting. Be very difficult though, very frustrating. But yeah, you'd have to have it as an option for a server, because obviously in public servers the server could be stripped in no time. But for private servers it might be an interesting idea, because then you'd have like this long-term survivor thing. Starting to rain again. Always good to have a spare compass. 1 is none, 2 is 1, as the Navy SEALs would say. The axe is the best weapon on Nitrado server for zombies, indeed. Call of a Gamer says, why can't we easily find our friends in DayZ? Why must we use I Survive? Yeah, interesting question. Why don't they have... Excuse me, a built-in map? I guess it's part of this... I guess it's just part of the ethos of DayZ, isn't it? The fact that we don't. Oh, zucchini. I think we're just going to eat it raw. This game doesn't help you at all. Well, it does help you a little bit. I mean, you can find paper maps, can't you, on the map? Right, what have we got here? But it's even more rewarding when you do finally meet up with your mates. And here. So we want to be heading south. What was that, lightning? We've got food in our bellies. We're well hydrated. We might as well run for a bit, mightn't we? Wonder if they'd ever introduce a mechanic where you would get hit by lightning. I should be going near these. Oh, it really is throwing it down. Should have getting out of this rain. We're getting pretty wet. It's one wet jacket. Okay, so at least we're not wet anymore. So, we just come to another junction, haven't we? So we want to be heading south. So that way. Okay, it's throwing it down. Do I really want to be out in this rainstorm? I think the answer is probably not. So this probably is a good opportunity to end the stream. Let me catch up with the chat first though. KJ Campbell says, I've had a server for months and I've used it to teach myself to play. A good idea, KJ. Very good idea. Deputy Dog says, same here. Try to learn the ropes and where to go to find stuff. Deputy Dog adds, added fully loaded cars to help get around and find my way better. Good idea. KJ Campbell says, yup. Call of Gamer says, if I build a base in DayZ and the server shuts down, my progress just vanishes into thin air. Only if the server's reinstalled. If it just restarts, your stuff will still be there. KJ says, the rain is bad enough without the lightning, lol. Chris says, I'm still trying to get fully repaired cars and console. No matter what I set up, it never works. I think I might have a video on that, mate. Deputy Dog says, instant death by lightning. That would suck. Liam says, hi everybody. Deputy Dog says, the only car I could not get fully loaded is the Ada 4x4. Funnily enough, in my videos, that's the one that I do get fully loaded. It took a while, partly because they stay on the server for so long before they respawn. Good point. If you just update the XML files, nothing happens for a long time. Yeah, I know it's possible, but DayZ seems likely to mess with me, says Chris. It definitely does. Deputy Dog says, heck yeah, I was just driving a car yesterday and it acted like it had hydraulics. Yeah, I've had cars spin, drop through the map, all sorts of crazy things. But as it looks like this rain is actually going to get worse, not better, I'm going to call it a night on the stream. That's the big catch with Livonia, isn't it? You know, kind of spoils Livonia a bit for me, I think, because you know that this rain could be here for another 45 minutes, and I don't want my character to get ill, because that's a really sucky way to die. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming along tonight. It's been great fun. Have a good, safe week, and of course, I'll see you all again soon. Good night, everybody.